Oh, good evening. I'm here to give the monthly update on the progress of the ECCL project. First, just because I knew there are a lot of guests here tonight, just an orientation of the project. You'll see on the screen here on the lower left-hand corner is the high school, what we call Building D. In the middle at the bottom is the administration building, which we call Building B. On the lower right-hand corner is the community building, which we call Building A. The building that is adjacent to the field, sort of in the middle of the screen, is the K-8 school, which we call Building C. And at the top, the renovated gym and pool facility is what we call Building E. So design and construction update. Construction is going quite rapidly for those of you who've driven by and seen the project. Site utility progress continues. That's all the water and power and sanitary lines in the ground. The gym, Building E, structural work is just about complete now. That's the seismic upgrade, which is funded by a FEMA grant. The gym expansion is in progress. That's the addition to the existing gym on the east side of that building. The high school steel erection is complete. Was completed actually about 4 weeks ago, and that's the two-story building that you see at the corner of 53rd and San Pablo. High school slab, roof work, roof decks, and welding is in progress. The community building, Building A, the foundations are now complete, and we're just about, in fact, actually tomorrow we pour the slabs on that building. Building B, the administration building, foundations are nearing completion, and the K-8 school foundations are well underway. There are a couple of design activities which we've been working on. The first is the pool renovation. Those bids come in next week for the renovation of the pool. And also the health center, we've been working with Alameda County Health Agency and Lifelong, who's the operator. And we've completed the small amount of revisions they have wanted to make as the operator to the health center. This is once every month I give an 8-week look ahead, which is a schedule. I won't go into the detail, but it shows the current activities and the activities coming up. By the end of May, you will see the framing completing on buildings A and B, and then June, building C. So by the time that June rolls around, all the new buildings will be, the frames will be all constructed. A few photographs now. These were taken last week when this report went to the board, so we've progressed past this. This is the inside of the gym, which is our staging area for the gym renovation, so you can see all the subcontractor equipment. You can see the ceiling also, where we are replacing missing insulation, and there'll be a new ceiling that goes in there. This shows the seismic upgrade work, so where we have openings, we've had to add the steel beams that you see here and also some reinforcing bar, and you'll see it in the walls there. This shows framing work. All the demolition was completed a while ago, and we're actually starting now to complete the mechanical, electrical, plumbing, and then completion of framing and drywall in these areas. These are the rooms back, the kind of back of the house, back from the gym. This is the north addition, the east addition, so you'll see that gravel there. That's the base rock for the new slab, which we're about to pour. In the background, you can see the concrete truck, which is pumping concrete into the foundations. Once we get the slab in place, we'll start framing up the outside of this building. You'll see 2 new concrete walls to the right. Those are new seismic shear walls to provide added seismic safety for the school. This is the new K-8 school. This is the first concrete pour. The concrete goes in 3 phases. This is what we call the slurry pour. Then we place reinforcement bar, we pour the foundations, then we pour the slab. So this shows a little bit a couple days later where actual reinforcing bar is actually in now over that. It also, you can see those pipes come up out of the ground. Those are all the electrical conduits for power for the new building. Here's a somewhat artistic shot through the reinforcing bar. The K-8 school has to be a very high seismic standard, so we have a lot of reinforcement in the foundation. And this now has actually been poured full of concrete. Here, this shows pouring the foundations in the Building B, which is the admin building. So you can see at the bottom there, we've got our first concrete pour, our reinforcing bar, and now they're pumping concrete into the foundations. And here it shows what that looks like when that concrete pump truck comes. And then this is a couple days later when those have now been poured. So you see there is a reinforcement bar that's still sticking up. That will be once we'll pour the slab. Once we'll form for that and pour the slab, that'll be the first floor for that building. Over Building A, which again is a community building, we're getting ready to pour the slab. This was taken a week ago, and actually that pour is taking place tomorrow and over a couple days. And so that'll be poured up to There's actually a mesh that goes in there, which is not in this photograph yet. That goes in, and then the slab is poured. So once that happens, we'll start framing for Building A at the admin building. The most exciting news, of course, is Building D, the high school. This shows all the structural steel work complete, which again was erected, erection completed about 3 or 4 weeks ago. We're now starting to put in the floor deck and the roof deck. You'll see at the top there, that's the roof deck, and shows the first and second floors of the building. This is the underside of the first floor, so this is the new first floor of the high school that shows the second floor deck up above. You'll see the light kind of coming through those holes. It's because we have net to put down reinforcing bar and then concrete to pour that slab. We've started putting stairs in and miscellaneous metal elements, and this is there's a main stair that has not yet been built. This is the secondary stair for exiting. So those elements are starting to go in, and you'll see what you see below is all the foundations poured. Once we have all the welding and bolting done, there'll be a new floor slab that gets poured there, and that'll be the new first floor of the high school. We've also been working on furniture, fixtures, and equipment. We've just about completed confirming the data telecommunications, audiovisual, and security systems. That technology changes rapidly, so we've done a review with the district and city IT staff to make sure we've got the most current state-of-the-art systems being installed. The furniture program was completed about a month ago. We're procuring the furniture in 3 phases. The first is for the gym and pool, because that opens first, then the high school, and then buildings A, B, and C, which includes the K-8 school. Our furniture procurement, we're using what's called a piggyback contract for the majority of it. This allows the district, in California, if you're a school district, you can purchase furniture from any other district in the state. That allows us to take advantage of large districts like, say, even Los Angeles or Sacramento, and who will bid out furniture, and then we can purchase it at the price that it was competitively bid. This allows us to choose furniture from any of these contracts throughout the state, and it really provides the best value for the district. And this is a methodology many districts use, and which we have had great success with. We will have a few unique items, such as volleyball nets, which we are currently bidding out, that need to be competitively bid because they're not in one of these contracts. You'll see a chart here that may be familiar with. It's a graphic schedule. Kind of get everything in the gray is complete, and now we're into the yellow phase. Right about now, we're about 1/3 through the construction contract, with about 2/3 to go. And you'll see the kind of 3 phases. You'll see furniture is being, again, procured and installed in 3 phases. This summer, we will, right now we're procuring the furniture for the gym. This summer, we'll install the furniture for the gym, and then the gym pool will open. In the late fall, we will install the furniture in the high school, and then the high school move takes place in December. And then in early, the first half of 2016, we'll install the furniture for the other 3 buildings, including the K-8 school, and then move in, kind of a phase move in as those buildings are completed between March and June. And that is it.
Thank you, Mr. Baker.
Do we have any questions for Mr. Baker? No. What's that?
You want him to bring?
If we can just get a copy of the slides.
Oh, sure.
That's it.
Yeah, this should have been, this was in your board packet.
It wasn't posted
No.
with our board packet.
Okay.
We'll get
From
you-
HUD.
we'll get you pictures.
Yeah. And it's after the meeting, but maybe you could put it online in case people want to go get it. Ms. Emery, is that possible? All right. Is there any public comment on this item? Okay, onward.